No time like the present. Let's rip this truck apart. Talk about putting a little light on the subject. That sure lit it up. Well then, let's see. I know I'm going to be pulling this off here. I got to remember how. Okay. Well, that was simple enough. Oh yeah, this one I gotta pull the block off. Yep. No, I don't. All right, so this is the 94 firewall. This is the 65 firewall. I merged them together as you see it right here. Now, the intake for the heater on the 94 comes through on the cowl up underneath there. I had to cut a hole in the cowl for the heater to seal to from the bottom side. On the 65, everything's out here and there's a hole in the face of the firewall. So when the water comes in here, it's supposed to run over down in here, and there's a drain in the bottom of this which lets it out the bottom. That's the reason the bottom of the fender's always rotted out. What it's doing, since I integrated the two, the water's coming in here, running over into the heater where the heater core is. So when it goes in the heater, there is nowhere for it to go except into this case. Drains right out the bottom. So I could just keep this heater and run it the way it's supposed to be in the 94. It's really not hindering that much room. The biggest thing I don't like about that heater is it's ugly. So I could make a cover to cover that up. Now, with that heater here, there's no room for the radio. That's why I had to bump this out. Well, you heard me say in the other video, I really don't care about a radio. What I could do, I gotta look up here, see how much room I've got for the heater controls and AC controls, but I can change that a little bit and kind of flatten it out. Just delete the radio, get an actual radio delete panel and put that in here. Relocate my headlights and dimmer. I don't like that anyways. It should be over there. But back to what I was doing out here. What I want to do is make a cover that'll cover this up on both sides. Just screw it down with a seal underneath. That'll seal that up. Make a cover that will seal across this opening. There's plenty of room right here. I can cut and put a vent to where it pulls the air from in here for the heater and stuff. Make this cover removable so I can still get into my wiper system. Right here is my hood wiring that goes up into the hood right there. This is the factory wiper system. No, that's not. That is for the cruise control. No, that's wiper. Why is it over here? Oh, because the factory wiper was right here. I'm gonna have to get a test light and check that. Alright, I'm gonna turn the key on. Alright, the wipers are on. Took our ground up. And see what we get. Not. Right there's the power. But I'm not getting power at anything else. Alright, I gotta look at the fuse panel, see if there's even a wiper fuse in it. I hate wiring. I wonder where my book is on. I'd have to find the 94 book, because that's where this harness came from. I got power here, but I'm not getting anything up here with the switch turned on. This is the part I hate about working on stuff like this. Climbing down inside like that. Where'd my light go? I gotta pull the heater out to even get to it. Dagnabbit. I can see it up there, but that don't get me to it. All right. If I remember right, there was a plug. Speaker delete. Okay. There was a plug somewhere. That should be the wiper relay. I wonder if that's it. Because I had it up in here at one point. What the heck did you do, Eric? Why is the power going to all of it? Well, that's just odd. There ain't nothing hooked up. Look at that. All the wires are unhooked. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. I guess I'm gonna have to do some research. What the heck is that wire? To do some research. I found the book, so I'm gonna have to read through it. You know, one of the few things I hate doing is reading. Where'd it go? Okay, so there's the switch. Should be a white or a yellow wire. There's the power that I found out there. This is the whole module. There should only be a white or yellow, gray or brown, a pink, orange, and a purple. And then of course your ground, your black. I'm gonna have to do some research. But I could have swore I had the wiper power sticking through the firewall somewhere. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to do some research. I shall return. Okay, guys, I looked through that book and I cannot figure out the new battery again. I cannot figure out the 94 wiring harness. It is not making sense to me. As you can see, I sat there and looked through the book. Right there is the 94 wiper motor. It does not show the plug-in anywhere in the book. Flip over here, the pulse wiper system. None of the wires match what I got on that plug over there. I got mad and I went home. And I sent a text out to a good buddy of mine, Anthony Smith, 456 Chevy Trucks in St. Louis, Missouri. If you haven't, go subscribe to it. Me and him have known each other for several years. We have both been really fluent in these trucks. He still does just 64, 65, 66 Chevy trucks. I, on the other hand, have spread out to other types of vehicles. We don't step on each other's toes. We help each other out. He's a good friend. Go subscribe. On Facebook, go check out 456 Trucks on Facebook, you know. But he sent me a couple wiring schematics because I went upstairs and I found this wiper motor and I had no idea what these were, you know, what these plugs do. This is a 2-speed with washer for the 64, 5, and 6 Chevy trucks. Okay. Then I went back to my junk pile and I found this one. it had plugs. They were not plugged in. They were not plugged in at all. They was just hanging here with it. So the schematic he sent me last night, I kind of looked through it and I plugged these in. I hooked my ground to the body and I figured this was the positive because it's, you know, by itself. And I hooked it up and I could not get anything to work. So I looked and looked and looked and tried different things. I reversed it because some people told me that these were a positive ground. What that means is the body would have the positive and the wire would be the negative. That is not true, guys. No. All it did was sparked. I was hoping I didn't burn it up. But anyway, anywho, I could not get it to work for nothing. I did get this part, you know, the washer part to pump air. I know that works. And I sat there and thought about it. And I thought, hey, I'm just going to hook the switch up to the ground. Because, you know, that switch bolts to a metal dash. Then I hooked up the yellow, which, you know, I figured that was a positive because it's alone. And look at this. It works. Both speeds. Okay, now we have a windshield washer motor right there that works. And we have a deluxe wiper switch. Now, come over to my truck. Yes, I got the bullet heater on. It's chipply. Come over to my truck. The 94 has on the turn signal this switch, right? Okay, well, I just need wipers. I don't care about having this. So, in the 60 to 66, the wiper, choke, ignition, and headlights were all right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this cover I put on there, take that back off, and I'm going to put my wiper switch back where it belongs. I am going to take this headlight switch and dimmer switch out. I'm going to look through my stockpile. I believe I got a factory deluxe wiper switch. I'm going to reroute them wires back up here and hook it into that switch. Okay, that kills two birds with 130-06. Okay, now I don't remember which wiper motor I have in this. I'm thinking it's just the standard wiper motor. I honestly cannot remember, and the heater box is in the way to get to it. So you know what that means. I've got to get the heater box out of the way so I can get to the wiper motor. I want to put the washer motor in there. I'm gonna have windshield washers. I don't think this truck's ever had that. In fact, it's never had 2-speed wipers. I know that for a fact. So if it only had a single speed wiper motor, I know it only had standard wipers that did not have a washer. Well, lo and behold, up there in my stockpile of hoard, I found a brand new windshield washer bottle for the 64 to 66 Chevy trucks, and a brand new bracket to bolt it on. So I need to get that seat out of the way, get that heater box out of the way, and since I'm taking it out, it is not going back in. I don't need heat. I don't drive it in the winter time, and it needs too much to get it back to normal, because the guy that did my LS swap, instead of unbolting everything, he cut my cooler lines, he smashed my condenser, which, yeah, I know it was bowed, but it was solid. I had to bow it because it was wider than my opening, and I had it to where it'd go behind this. I know it was still good, but he said it was junk. Well, it was not. So, anywho, since I'm taking that out, I'm gonna leave it out. When I can afford to, I am going to do a lot of modifications to the front of this. Adam knows what I need, I don't. But we are going to put an air conditioning compressor thingy in here and do the vintage air when I can afford it. Right now, there's no way. No possible way. But since I'm going to get that out of there, I hate the look of this stuff. Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm going to relocate this, kind of hide it a little bit. I won't need these heater hoses. I'm not sure what to do just yet with it, but I'm just going to loop that for now. For now, it's not going to stay because I don't like it looking cobbed. Keep that in mind. Apparently, I was in here looking last night, and I was going through, you know, this is my air conditioning thing, and I seen that bolt wasn't setting tight against the firewall, and I grabbed it and went, oh, yeah. So whatever he was doing when he put the motor in here, he broke this off of my heater box. That's one of the mounts. There's another one right there. It's out. It's not even hooked in. Okay. I seen this and I thought, now I know better, because this heater box came off of this firewall. That was centered. It is not centered anymore, guys. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of the way, get this off of here. I want to relocate this wiring harness that goes to the computer, and I'm going to shave this side of the firewall so it looks cleaner. I have to look. I think, I'm not positive, but I think I might have a factory heater box for the deluxe set. Most of these trucks came with a single speed blower motor, and I think the deluxe model had a bigger heater core as well as a 2-speed blower motor. I don't remember if I have it or not, but I have to make a decision whether to leave no heat at all, or if I'm going to try and figure out how to get that mount it in here, and then it would look a little more period correct too. I don't know. That's down the road. Right now, I want to get this dressed up, cleaned up. Sorry. I want to go ahead and get a hole put in here for my air intake. Brain fart. I had to think there for a second. If I don't put a heater in there, do I need that air intake? Yes. Yes, I do. Because if I don't have air conditioning, I want to get rid of these panels and open back up the crotch air. Put the little levers back in. That way we do have some air movement. So yes, I do need that vent put in there. I am going to go ahead and seal this off like I was saying in the video last night. I want to seal this off with a cap that bolts on. That way no water can get in there. No water can get in that area. So I need to seal this all off. That way I can keep my floorboards from getting saturated with water every rainstorm I hit and every time I wash my truck. Okay, now I got a game plan. The more I think about it, this was not the wipers. This was to the cruise control because I had it mounted right here. That went into the back side of the cruise control, and then right here off to this side had a cable that come over and hooked into the throttle cable. And yes, this truck does have cruise control. So I'm going to try to find my cruise control box. I took it out because it set in here, it did not fit with the way I modified the hood. It come down and hit it. I took it back out and never got back to it. I can relocate that. That ain't no big deal. If I can find that cruise control box. And then I'm gonna need some help, Mr. Adam, to help figure out how to hook that up. Now here is my radiator overflow. I did not do that. All I did was I had the tube come off of this and it went down underneath. It didn't have an overflow. So I'm gonna redo this. I don't like it. It's not very clean. I'll clean that up. When I do the firewall dress up panel, I want to do something to kind of hide this wiring harness because, you know, that's butt ugly. Bugly. Yeah, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to check. My brakes feel awful spongy. Yeah, it's still got fluid. I might do a brake upgrade because I don't need ABS. There's nothing controlling that anyways, and that might be part of the reason why it's spongy. I'd do away with that. I'd have to look, but I think I have a smaller booster that will look a lot better, and then get rid of that ugly plastic master cylinder. I'm going to dress this side up. I had pieces, the factory pieces that go in there. I'm going to change that. Again, the guy that did my LS swap did not put them back on. The more I look at it, the more I find. My wiring harness is all hanging down there. I don't like that. I was trying to keep this truck clean looking. Stuff like that really bugs me. Another thing, I'm debating on relocating the battery or something to that nature. Because, you know, again, that's butt ugly. When I got this truck on the road, everything had its wire loom. I believe he ran this for the relay system for the fan, which, yeah, none of that. Look at this. It's zip tied. It's not, it don't look good. No, I'm not going to pull the motor out and paint it and all this stuff, but I want it dressed up some. So yeah, now we got a game plan. I know how to get the wiper working, and I know what I want to do up there, so I guess that's going to be the first steps. Once I get that figured out and situated, then I can pop my cowl ends off and get into the bolts to the door to get that adjusted. Then I would kind of want to dress this all up. When I paint this time, I want to paint the firewall body color. And now it's not going to be perfect because I'm not pulling the motor and this and that and this, but I want to dress it up some. Alright, so I guess the first thing I'm going to do is get this truck moved. That way I can open both doors all the way. I want to get the seat unbolted and out of the way, so I got room to lay my fat butt down in there and wrestle that stupid heater box out of there. I'm telling you guys, that thing is massive. Alright, let's get bitty. I just had to add something else to the list of things that I gotta get done on this truck. Can you guess what it is? Charged that battery up about a month ago, put it back in the truck, and it has done absolutely wonderful. Held a charge, even setting for a week or two at a time. Yesterday I fired it up, moved it over here, come in, I went to move the truck, dead battery. I'm gonna put a battery cutoff in this thing. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm gonna have to have somebody else look to see if there's a draw or if it's just a fluke. But every once in a while, it'll just drain it completely dead. Beats me. I think I lowered it with these bolts. It's holding it down to the ground. I'll get the other side loose. Got to finish cleaning it out, and look what's inside. Vic from Diecast Dream Customs made this on the 3D printer. This is the gas cap to 10 cents. My "you're not breaking into my truck" stick. Alright, let's get this seat out here. Maybe. There we go. I got a spare dimmer switch. Don't need that no more. Not where we're going. Well, yeah, I guess I'll bring you guys in, and I'm gonna start taking this heater box out of here. You know, when I originally did this truck, I kept everything nice and tidy. I had a bracket for the relays and the computer. When he did the LS swap, what is this? Come on now. Why would you do that? Nothing is mounted. It's just stuffed in here. I don't know what some of these wires are that he put in. At least he did loom it. That's not the style of loom that I use, so I know it wasn't me. I'm gonna take it nice and easy. I don't want to pull on any wires, and I'm gonna get after it. Alright, first thing I need to do is get this speaker panel out of the way. I believe I still got some of this material at the house. That way I can make 2 new panels and it'll look right. So let's see. Really? What all this is. Hopefully you guys can see through my big head. If I remember right, the wires going into this thing were really fun. So I just need to get everything loosened up here. So I can see what I got up here. Get the antenna out of the way. Now, I can't see. I'm gonna have to get a Phillips screwdriver. Hey Adam, check this out. I found a Phillips screwdriver that matches the stripe for your car. Kind of funny, ain't it? I might have to leave that in your car when you pick it up. I know working over your head like this is real fun when you're trying to video. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Hopefully I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Hey, without this heater box in here, I can actually put my glove box liner in. Woohoo! Okay, there's the computer bracket. Let's see, that's speaker wire. I'm assuming that is to the old computer. Okay. Where did my advice screwdriver go? There it is. Come unplugged already. You sticky little booger, ain't you? Okay. I know it's gonna be a while before I can afford to get a vintage air or something to that nature, and I don't know, it might come with its own harness, but here is the power going to the blower fan, and I'm not real sure what this is, but I'm going to tape them together and I'm going to label this blower fan just for giggles. Okay. All this is clear over here. I think I'm gonna have to pull that radio down, and to be honest, I can't remember how I mounted it. Apparently not all that great. Okay. Let me I'm gonna have to move you guys for a minute. Oh, wrong one. That's the ticket right there. Man, I don't know who. Oops. Turn the headlights on. Quit it. I said quit. Will you listen to me? What is that? Okay, I'm going to plug that back in. Maybe. I got to be smarter than the plug. Some days that's a chore. Okay, now how? Where's my light? Well, I bent that tab the wrong direction. Whoa! Hey, hold on, guys. Oh, yeah. Well, at least there's not enough light in here to blind you guys. I had to remove my hat. Okay. Who needs a stinking radio? Come on. Bend it. Bend it. There we go. I can't tell. Is there a tab on the side? Yeah, there's two of them. Boy, I didn't want that radio coming out, did I? One more, maybe. Where's my other screwdriver? Here's another screwdriver. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Come on. Let's get the courtesy lamp out of the way. Maybe that'll do it. Yep. Okay. Hopefully I don't have tabs on this side, because this side's... Oh, great. I do. Hopefully it's just the top one. Will you quit? You are annoying. I can't find it. There it is. But can I bend it from this angle? Can't tell if I'm on it. Well, hopefully it starts going smoother than this. That tasted like dust. Yay! Ah, got it! Now, I've got to get the heater controls out of the way. Drive her down. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Will we make it?
Doubtful. Will we go anyways? Yes. Yes, we will. Come on. I really don't remember how I did this. It was a whirlwind. Ugh. Okay. Hey, I gotta move my face. How does that unplug? I don't. How does that unplug, guys? Thank you, that worked. Okay. Whew. Man, that's enough to wear a guy out. I'm telling you right now. Okay. So this, not that, this. I'm about to go unhook that battery. I got it on charge out there. Come on. Okay. So this, I'm not sure where it goes, but I assume I'm gonna have to get that unplugged and out of the way. Ah, what a rat's nest. Let go. Okay. All right. Where do you go? Not a you go. Okay, so that goes to the heater itself. Get that unplugged. Look at that. He didn't even bolt my heater back in. Okay, I gotta get my vent tubes unhooked here. Right there, right there, right there, and right there. Okay, she loose without taking the first bolt out. Great. Okay, I believe, see this harness here, if I'm not mistaken, this harness is all integrated into the heat system, and this here is speakers. I'm gonna do a speaker delete right there to get that out of the way. I don't need speakers where we're going. Okay, so now I need to go up front, see if there's any more bolts in there, because that should have come right down if there was no bolts. So I got to go up front. Okay, I know that's one and that's one, but I also got to get these heater hoses off of here, and that's gonna make a mess on my floor. That's okay, I'll clean it up.
You gotta make a mess to make amends, right? Okay, there's that one. Watch this thing fall. Up here, I don't know if you can see how I got the camera positioned, but up here there's a stud, and I know that was one of them. It don't look like any wires down there are going to interfere. Let me grab a screwdriver and I'll get these hoses off here. I'm gonna make a mess. I'm just gonna slide that way back there. Why must you be stubborn? Well, they're stuck on there pretty darn good, let me tell you one thing or five. Okay. Let go my ego. Good enough. Yep, nice little mess, I'm telling you right now. Let's set both those up there out of the way. Now when he did the LS swap and changed this stuff around, he left my original clamp in there. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so that's a ground right there. I don't know if that goes to the heater or what. I'm gonna have to go slow, make sure I don't yank on the wires. I don't want that to happen. I guess at this point I'm ready to get back inside and start wiggling and jiggling. Okay, so see there? Can you see what I'm pointing at? Right there? Yeah, right there. There is another that I missed. I always say, if you're working with metric tools, you're working on the wrong vehicle. But you know what? When you do this kind of stuff, resto mod, I guess you gotta accept it. Okay, let's try the wiggle and jiggle again. she's gonna come right out now. Kind of looking up in there. I don't want to be pulling on any wires. You know, like those right there. Oh, and I got another vent. Ow, ow, let go. Okay. One little piece at a time. Pull that out there. Okay, so that stays with that. Where does that go? That goes down there, so that stays with that. Where does this funky looking wire go? That comes up here and goes across. And it's not hooked to anything. Okay. So, this whole back side should be loose. Same way with that side. Victory is mine! Ha 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 ha! Well, sorta. Now I gotta lay an antifreeze. Dag nabbit. So apparently I had a little antifreeze get in my relays. I'm hoping that don't do anything. I think I'm gonna pull that relay out. Oh yeah.
this one's dry. Like that? Yeah. That works. Okay. Now where does all this go? What is this thingy-majigger? Oh! Yeah, I definitely need to tidy this up. So, oh, this whole system has one wire in it, and it's all cut. He must have done that when he did the LS swap. So what is this? Oh man, there's going to be a lot of sorting. There's a power wire that goes right there into this. And I'm wondering if that's the power wire that goes into over here. And if that's the case, I should be able to just drop that whole harness out of here because everything else is cut. Okay. My fingers are sticky, guys. I think I'm gonna go wash my hands, get rid of the stickiness, and grab my razor blade. Okay. There is a lot of black tape on this. I'm gonna try to get that out of the way so I can see what all we got. Because if I don't need all this, it's getting deleted. I don't know where that goes. Look at the scapetti. There's lots of scapetti. Okay. I'm not sure what that is either. It's cut. Okay. So. Out of all that wiring, let's lay that up there. We can lay that up there. Phone call. Turned that bullet heater on for about 45 minutes, and I had to turn it off because it was getting warm, and then the tube heat kept up. So I don't know what's going on with it. He said he's gonna check it out, get it figured out for me. Well, it still wasn't getting warm. I mean, remember it ran non-stop the whole time. These heaters shouldn't run all that much. Like the paint booth, I shut that heat completely off, and it'll be like 40 in there, when I come in, I'll turn the heat up to 70, and 10 minutes later, it's warm enough to shut the heat off. I just think there's some adjustment or something that needs done to get it to where it'll actually bring it to that point. That was really good, man. I think you disappeared off the chat last night.
Yeah, I was on and off.
Yeah, I commented on the live last night about it.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Well, like I was telling Brandon was pretty upset because he was not getting a whole lot of views like he thought it would and that stuff. And I told him, I said, quit looking at the views. That's the first thing I had to get in my head. Quit looking at the views. In fact, after Mom's video Sunday, she called me Monday morning and said, I only had 20 views. I said, Mom, quit looking at it. I said, for one thing, YouTube is not accurate. Hey, look at that. The old computer wiring is out of the way. Ha ha ha. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what this looks to be. Maybe a club box light. Like maybe it would have went right there. I don't know. But I got a power wire right there that goes up into this loom. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop this plug apart because I don't like how he's got that just run through the hole with no grommet or anything to that nature. It's a power wire. Come on now. And it's a heavy power wire. It's got to be grommeted. You don't want that rubbing, you know. That could rub, cause a short. And it's a computer, you don't need no shorts. Get out of my mouth. Okay. And you get out of my ear. That is a ground wire. Where's my little screwdriver? I don't know. Where did you go? I know you was laying here. Where did you go?
swapping parts. Alright. The makeshift plug-in, or the wiper switch, is gone. Okay, this apparently is radio. And where does that go? Right there. It looks to me like, man, this is gonna be so nice having this all cleaned up. Okay, this here, what I'm trying to do here is trace back to see where all these wires go. This one here okay. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. The radio is almost completely deleted. Now, where does that speaker wire go? I don't see it up in there. As soon as I see it, I'll get it out of the way. I just can't see it. Where did you go? You're hiding from me. I see you way up there. Okay, so that comes over here. I know where that goes. That goes under the carpet to the speaker box in the back. I'll just delete on you. Okay, now speaker wires and radio wires deleted. Oh man, look how much cleaner it's looking already, guys. Another thing I did not like when we built this truck, remember me and Eric did all this. Can you see what? Yeah, you can see that here. There you go. This is supposed to be clipped in right here. For some reason, I could not get that to clip in there. See, it's supposed to be up like that. And and that wire is cracked. I'm gonna have to take care of that. I gotta figure out where that goes, because that's supposed to be on the end or this end, one of the two. I can't remember. Let go. There you go. Is that right? Okay. Now I gotta figure out where. Something tells me that's pinched up in there somewhere. Oh, I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it either. Okay. Alright, so I know what's going on there. That's supposed to be on top of that bracket. That's why. Because I remember I couldn't see this. When I mocked it all up, I couldn't see none of this wire. And all of a sudden now I can. So yeah. That's why this won't reach. Something tells me I'm going to have to drop my column. Dag nabbit. What is this? Okay, that's the neutral safety. So that, unplug that, move it over here. I'll be able to tuck that up. Once I drop the column and move that plug to the top side, that'll be out of the way. Okay, so what I was trying to get at, this wire, where does that wire go? Comes over here, goes through there, in, I'm assuming that goes through into the back of the fuse block. Why would it come in that side, across, through all this loom, and back out? Why wouldn't you just go straight across? This is a heavier wire hooked into, well, that's a heavy wire. It's just smaller diameter. You know what? I'm in this far. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. I'm not really into making stuff. No, what's that wire? Where does that wire go? And all of this is cut. Where does this wire go? It goes down here. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some searching here to trace a couple wires. This whole big loom right here goes right there. And now that don't make any sense. This big power wire right here comes over, hooks into this little bitty green wire, and then goes back into the loom right beside it and back over that way again. Okay, so this is the courtesy light, and this is the glove box switch. This one, I do not know what it is. I'm going to leave that right there for now. This wire, I got to trace back. It's not hooked to anything, so I'm going to leave that lay right there. I have to trace this, figure out where that goes. I'm thinking that was the heater control, if I remember right, for the air conditioning. But I gotta get on my back and look. This wire, I don't know what it goes to, but it goes through there, comes out and up to one of these lugs. So that's where it's getting the power. Yeah, if you notice, it's covered in antifreeze. I wanted to check, make sure it's still fired up with me yanking all these wires out. And yes, it did. And yes, I got good water pressure. The other wire, let me get over here. The other plug right here, there's a green and a gray, and then the red. The red comes through right here and again hooks into this lug, so I can get rid of that. Don't need it. It still runs, the gauges still work, everything. So yeah, I'll get those two figured out, and then most of this side should be cleaned up, ready to go. Now these looms here, that is all the LS stuff. This red wire here's the one, it comes in right here and goes back out over there. I gotta trace that, see what's going on with that. But I'm thinking I should be able to really clean all this up, get the CPU up in, mount the relays up in, and then I'll be able to get all this wiring pulled up where you're not going to see any of it. When I dress the firewall up, I want to come in here and put some more of this matting stuff as insulation on the firewall, and then I want to make a cover when I make the side covers that covers all that. Yeah, it's been a mind-boggling day. All right, so I checked the gauges, they still light up and everything. See, none of that works, not correctly. The RPMs is off. The mile per hour does not work. The volts, I think it's off. I checked the alternator, well, Rob did, and it was pushing like 13.8. On the gauge in here it says 13.2, so it's only off a little bit. The oil pressure, I can't remember. I know it looked, something was up with that, I don't remember. The fuel gauge, which I went over that in the other video, it might have been this one, I don't know. I've got to pull the bed off. The wiring is right there, and to get this tank out of this truck is not fun. So it's easier to take the bed off. Normally you just drop the tank down below and it'd be right there, but this one's not that easy because it's resto mod. Everything's got a lot more tighter tolerances than in a factory truck. Okay, so these wires were radio. I will not need them. I need to trace that white wire. It goes right there. So it goes through the firewall right there. Let's see where it pops through. Right there. Okay. That is that white wire. It comes down and goes along the frame down there. That tells me that was my, if I can get my hand in there. I have to double check, but I believe, now that I've replaced the battery, I believe that was the signal wire for the fuel sending unit. I can't remember. There is another loom right there. Where does that go? That goes over and up and across. So I'm not too concerned with that. I cannot find that red wire that goes through the firewall. That was, where was it? Right here. Oh, it don't go through the firewall. It just hooks in right there. Okay. So that, I don't know what that green wire is. I have to check that one. I have to see about that wire. That pops through right there into that loom. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I can clean that up some. That wire is that gray one. Where's that gray one go? Right there. So that one goes through and tags into that wire. I'm not sure exactly what they are or what they do, but I can clean that up. I want to get all this stuff in a nice pretty loom, tucked up, where you're not going to see it if you look inside the truck. Like this wire here, this red wire, it's right there. I can clean that up. I got to figure out what this green wire here is. I know all this can come out. I think I'm gonna have to unloom that whole thing. Black tape, man, somebody used a whole roll on that one. I don't know, I think I've made pretty decent headway this morning. It's almost lunchtime. I think I'm going to end up pulling the carpets out of it. I'll probably pressure wash them, clean them up again, let them sit out in the sun, dry, whatever. Because I'm going to be in here cutting and welding, and I don't want to burn my carpets. The next big task after I clean this stuff up, I want to get them gauges out of here. And I cannot remember, there should be a brain box somewhere up in there. And see, Eric hooked all that up, so I don't know where he did it, how he did it, nothing like that. But I need to get all that out of there. When I figure out what I need for gauges, I need to do sending units and that kind of stuff. I need to find out if the computer has to have this to operate right, or if it's going to be able to read the analog gauge. I don't know this newfangled stuff. All right, I guess I'll just unloom this first, figure out what this wire is, what this red wire is. See, it comes through this loom in, turns around, goes back into this loom. Why? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know. Trace them back, see where they're at. If they're both over there, splice them back together over there. You're gonna fight me all the way off, ain't you? Yes, you are. Like I told you, don't fight me, 'cause you ain't gonna win. Man, Tanya just texted me and told me that one of our staple restaurants is closing. The only restaurant I know of around that still uses real meat. The restaurant is for sale. The building's leased, but the restaurant is for sale for $120,000. Man, I pray that somebody buys it and keeps it open, because that's a staple in this town. I would love to. I would love to own a restaurant. I don't have the time. I have always wanted to own a restaurant. Okay. I can push that back here for now. This wire comes all the way over here. To the relay. It is tagged into another wire that kicks back over that way. is in this loom here. Man, there's a lot of zip ties. I'm telling you right now. Man, God, more zip ties. That loom comes all the way up and tags into there. All those wires are nibbed in the butt, except for this green one. All the way up into there. What is the purpose of that? If that wire goes there, this is a relay for something. It goes through there. This wire is a relay. How come everything is red going into that relay? Shouldn't there be a black for, you know, a ground? Okay, those two are tagged together right there. So, both of these right here come over here. One goes that way, one goes that way. And they're tagged into the same wire over here. I am not following their theory here. This wire goes through the firewall and comes up here, goes down. Okay, so that is the fan relay. This wire here is the fan relay. And that's the one that goes into the front of that junction block. Okay, so that means this green wire right here should be the temperature sensor. Okay, so this wire come back in, tag into that block there, and go into the computer. So I can clean that up. I just don't know why they are running that wire back and forth like that. I'm thinking I can nip this wire right here, bring it up here and hook it in, take this wire, bring it up here, hook it in, and that'll shorten that wiring harness drastically. And then this one is powering this harness here. Should be going, this is the 94 wiring. As soon as I hook that up, my buzzer came on. See? So unhook that and see what it does. Okay, so now I have no power to the headlight system. Plug that back in. These went into the main harness into the old CPU. I can trace this wire, and I could probably unloom all this and just get it all out of here. I still don't know where this one went. I guess I'll check that when I get the gauges out, because it goes up behind the gauges. Making a lot of headway, but I'm going to take a break for a minute. Now I'm going to go eat. All right, she said it ain't ready to eat yet, so I'm going to get this out of the way so I can see what's behind it. Because I'm going to be totally honest, I can't remember. I do remember it's an itty bitty panel, really thin. Okay. I don't remember how it went in there.
great. I'm not as nimble as I used to be. Let's see what I can see up in here. That tube out of the way. Okay. Well, the location of that was not very well thought out, because if you ever needed to work on your gauges, you had to pull the whole cluster out. Okay. So let's see. That one. What are all these wires? Now see, this is where it's going to get really fun. Trying to decipher. Okay, there's the two wires going up to the cluster. And it's definitely a cluster. Okay, these two, that is the water and the oil. Hey, there's the fuel. Okay. I think what I need to do, I need to get some tape, and as I unhook them, label them and figure out where they go down here. What are those? Okay, that's the reset buttons right here. And then you skip the check engine light because we don't need that. And right there is brake. Why does that go to the gauges? That one just says high and left. I'm assuming that's a left turn. Right. Skip. Oh, that's a warning. Okay, skip that one. And then miles per hour right here. Okay, so I will not be using that because it'll be a GPS unit. Then down here is your tack. And then you get speed here again. Where does that go? Well,
that would be a good reason why the speedometer didn't work. Okay, and then a pink wire down here is the 12 volt to power this, and then the one below that is the ground. Seems simple enough. Anybody wants to buy a Dakota Digital Dash, let me know. It's not going back in. I'm not smart enough to get it wired correctly. So, alright. I've got to get an itty bitty screwdriver, and I don't think the one I got in here is small enough. Okay, the top one is water. So I'll just write water on that and pull that wire out. Drop that straight down. All right, the next one, oil. Okay, there's two of them. The next one, fuel. It comes over here. Into that loom. Okay. The next one, reset. Ground up in here, up in here, up in here. Let me know, guys, am I boring you yet? Okay. That little button right there is the reset button. And that's how you calibrate your gauges. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, so. Alright. There's that. Where does this go? There's the ground. And this one says trip. I'd rather not. I'd rather just walk normal, but okay. And then I can get rid of this little button. Put it up here with this little button. Okay. This one. Brake. I still don't know why that's on. The gauges, but still gonna mark it and drop it down below. Okay, the next one, I'm assuming that's high beam. It says high on it. That down. The next one, left. Like totally. I'm totally right. It's hard on the old knees, guys. That one says MPH. We got the MPH. got the tack wire. You gotta let go. You can't stay there. Alright. Then next, we got the speed, but it's not hooked up. So we'll just throw this spaghetti out there with the rest of the spaghetti. And then the next, we got 12 volt. Now that one, I don't want to just feed it down in here. Okay. That comes down right there. It goes right in the face of this junction thingy down here. Come on. I did tell you, didn't I? I did tell you there was going to be a lot of videos coming. Alright, now, why won't you let go? Come on, get out of there. Come on. I don't feel a little clipper thing. Dang it. Okay, that one, I'm going to snip it off. That way I don't have to risk. Come on. Arcing it. Because, you know, I didn't unhook the battery. I keep checking to make sure I still got power to everything. Okay. Since it won't come out down there, I just nip it. And pull it down out. Who knows, I might need it later for the new gauges. Okay, now, this brown wire. What else we got? This wire. Hey, that's a ground wire that was over there. It was not hooked up. I'll just about bet you that's the reason my gauge is acting funky. That's okay, I don't like the Dakota look anyways. And when you guys ride along, you can't tell what I'm doing. Yeah, because, you know, it flashes in the screen. Okay. Now, not sure what that brown wire was. It was just laying in there. But Dakota dash is done. Now that cleaned it up a bunch. Let me tell you a thing or five. Okay, now we got get this out of the way. Get up under here. Oh yeah, I can see so much better now. I can see clearly now. The gauge is gone. Okay. So that. Harness is supposed to be up above this bracket. Really? I broke it, guys. This is supposed to be like that. This one I don't know. I don't know why that ain't long enough to reach it. Get out of my way. Sure what that is. Is that too short to reach? There. This one. There we go. Okay. Why that's not reaching. Come on. Let go my ego. crap underneath me. It's supposed to snap, I know. Supposed to snap on that bracket. And I have had it on that bracket. I just don't know how it's supposed to clip. Okay, so where does that wire go? Comes over, down, into the front of the fuse block. So where does that yellow wire go? Okay, that is the wire that comes over to the wiper mechanism. Okay, so that's simple. I get that out of the way. Okay, those wires can be deleted. Should just slide down if I remember right. I knew it'd just come out of there somehow. Okay. see, now I can cut this whole section out and go back factory. I'm gonna say the first thing I need to do here is get the wiper motor out, because I am going in with a 2-speed with a washer system. But dagnabbit, I'm out of coffee and I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna go ahead and head home and make some coffee. It's a bad position. There we go. Awesome. Rebuilding dash. Making it new. Because apparently when I did it, I didn't do it all. Now it's all new. Pretty. Yeah, buddy. Well, guys, I ended up doing a Craigslist rebuild. I gotta find a hole. Oh, did a Craigslist rebuild of my wiper motor. I think it looks brand new ish. Okay, now I gotta unplug this one. I said unplug that one, yeah. Okay. Where's my ratchet? There it is. I was about to ask you which one of you took my ratchet. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna run my washer holes out. The hose is through the firewall. This one fought me coming out too. It's in a bad location. Now that I'm gonna have windshield washer, I need to get me some squirters to mount in the grill out there. Yeah, that'll be cool. See, when I built this truck, I retained this whole area for this reason right here. This is all from the 65, the original Blue Mule. Okay, now get this plug back in. Okay. Now see this, I want to reroute. Like that, and this can go up like that, tucked up out of the way. I got to extend this wire. I didn't know how far to extend it until I got it put up in place. Now see, the wiper switch, goes up here in the gauge cluster. So now I want to loom them wires up, and this has to be mounted for it to be grounded. And I just spent at least 45 minutes to an hour going through parts up there hunting for stuff for this truck, and what's this? Door handle gaskets. I might need that because I think one got tore. That's Impala. Wire clips. Another 60 to 66 door checks. See, these are factory. They do not have stops to hold the door open. That's the reason I went with the Jeep. The Jeep does not open far enough, and I cannot stand it. You got that. And that. Oh. Tailgate lettering that I won't need. Hey, look at that. Another door check. Zip ties. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ain't that pretty? And there is the adapter for the Dakota Digital Dash to run it on a, say, a 350 or a 400 turbo. I'll keep that with that. It can go, whoever wants to buy that dash, it can go with them. What else we got here? A brake switch. Some of this stuff I won't need, but I got it. Don't know what this is. Oh, a rotor button. What for? I think the old skid loader. 64 quarter emblem. Impala. Another door check. Not sure. Awesome. 64 to 66 glove box bushing. I'm not sure. Gas cap. Another selfie stick. Ooh, looky there. $68 to $72 glass molding clip studs. There's an original door check. Hey, another door check. Hey, another door check. I think I've got a couple. 61 to 64 glass molding clips. I'm thinking that's Impala. Hey, a brand new fuel filter. Pop rivets. Door panel screws. STP stickers. Hey, now, hey, quit jumping out at me. Another door check. Clips and screws and more STP stickers. More Impala stuff. But that's what I was getting at right there. 64 to 66 glove box liner. It is brand and new. That's awesome. Growing up, I don't remember this truck ever having a glove box. At least not one with the liner in it. That's awesome. I also found my cruise control module. So I just need to figure out how to get this attached to the LS. And yes, that plug goes right there. This plug right here goes right there. Get that hooked up. I should have cruise control. Here is my brand new washer bottle and holder. What else? Oh, I looked forever. I know I've got more than this, but I looked forever to find my gauge cluster that I need for this housing. I could not find it anywhere. I looked in that room, all 4 rooms up there, and I could not find it. Can you guess where I found it? Yeah, you're right. The last place I looked. Over there. I can't see nothing. Okay. Looks like it works to me. Okay. Now, get down inside and see if I can't get wires hooked up. Ouch. Ow, that's hard on the knees. Okay. I'm gonna throw a couple pieces of tape to hold these wires together. That will signify that these wires belong together. And then after I get all my wiring done, I'm going to come back and loom everything individually, each bundle, so it's nice and tidy. Keep them nice and tight. That way when you loom them, the loom stays snug. Ow. Okay, now nipper this one. Ooh, I need to go get... What the heck happened to my nippers? Alright, I gotta go get my other pair. These got bent. I can't see it. Where did it go? It's right there. Let's see. That can go right there. I'm gonna go ahead and tape this one right here. When I loom, I'll loom these two together. I don't want to plug that in just yet. Where's right there? Okay. So now get back over here. No. This loom right here snip that off right there. I'm going to snip that one off. Alright, now I'm going to make sure my wires just like that. That didn't do squat. Alright. Dang it, I gotta go get another one. Mo better. All right. Really? All right, I'll fix your butt. I hate them stupid connectors. You want to fight me? I'll fix you. See what you gone and did. You made me mad. You ain't getting a connector. But you getting connected. Yes, you are. All right. I'll connect you up there one last time. Tell you what, that black tape is strong. Okay. Now, this can get tucked back up in there like I had it. Yeah, just like that. When I loom it, it can come up and get attached right there. Okay, now I got to make sure which one is I can't see. I believe it's that one. Let's turn the key on. Okay. So it's that one. I don't know what's beeping. Okay. So this one is right there. Alright. Let's tell me if the wipers move here. Can you see the wiper all right? There's low. There's off. Low. High. Off, low, high. All right, it works. I have wipers. I'm gonna have to look in that schematic. I believe there was a park. Should be a park, honestly. Yeah, I'll have to look, see why it's not seating back where it should be on its own. That should be level when it's in the park position. Right there should be park. And it could be that the switch isn't mounted correctly too. But right there's park. All right. I think that will be good for the day. I am worn out. That was a lot of struggle. Okay, so once this is mounted in there, it should get the proper ground. But I will look in that schematic that Anthony sent me, and I don't know, I can't remember if these had a park or not, but either way, I don't use the wipers unless I absolutely have to anyways. But going that far away from home, there's always that chance I'm gonna need it. So yeah, I got it. The cruise control, I was looking at that, and I believe that lug there and that bracket there is the cruise control for the 06 or 05, whatever the motor is. I was looking at that. If I pull that wire back down through and pop it through right here, I can mount that cruise control right in here with that cable coming up and be able to have cruise control. That intake really looks ugly. Look at that. I wonder what this was for. Anybody know? It's not hooked up. And where would that go? Would that be to maybe the air conditioning? I can't see that. I don't know. That was just stuffed down in there like that. I don't know. There's some things I got to go over on this. Adam said he'll come down and give me a hand sorting through, because I honestly don't know if the person that put this in knew exactly what he was doing. That baffles me. I don't know what that would have been. But either way, I think it'll be a fairly cut and dry, simple way to hook up the cruise control. If I keep this set up here, I just mount it in here and make an engine cover to cover all this. Otherwise, I don't know. That's still up in the air. But, I mean, that's a heck of a lot of headway in one day. Yeah, I pulled the hood off yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. Cleaned a lot up under the dash. I mean, yeah, I got some wires hanging down. I just got to shorten 2 of them, and the rest of them can come out of there. They're not hooked to nothing. That pink wire, that was going up to power the dash, so I just left that hanging there for now. And then the other wires there are labeled what they are, and that's all that's left in there. Now I need to find a center section of dash so I can get that modified back. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I did and I didn't, but I'm getting my truck turned around where I wanted it to begin with. That I'm enjoying. All right, till the next one, have a blessed one, guys.